Hello and welcome to this video English lesson from Victory English. This is a lesson on how to talk about someone's personality. In this lesson, you will learn some adjectives used to describe someone's character, how to ask about someone's personality, how to describe someone's character, and of course some tips to make you sound more natural and more fluent. So why is this an important topic? This is an important topic because talking about personality and character is a very common topic in everyday life and conversation. It's very easy to improve your speaking on this topic, and this will, of course, help your confidence. This is also great practice for the present simple tense and some other basic grammar. So let's look at the present slide. When we talk about someone's character or personality, we usually use three types of adjectives, three categories. Okay, the first one is the positive category. The second one is the neutral category. And the third one is the negative category. So positive, neutral, negative. Let's start with positive. These are things about your personality or character that are good things that people like. We also have neutral. These are things about your character that are not really good and also not really bad, kind of in the middle, 50-50. And the last one, negative, of course, this is anything about your character that is not good, things that people do not like, okay? So three types of adjectives, three categories. Some tips to sound more like a native English speaker. Of course, we will try to use more than one adjective at a time and try to use an adverb as well if possible. We will also try to use some synonyms or idioms if possible. And a quick look at the grammar for this lesson. We will use two verbs, be and have, and we'll look at the form of the questions and answers. So let's move on and have a look at some vocab using these three categories: positive, neutral, negative. First of all, you can see we have some adverbs here, very simple adverbs. We have very, really, and quite. So we will try to add those in where possible to make our answer a little bit more detailed. The first category is the positive category. This is things that are good or things that people like about you. So here we have four adjectives. First one is friendly. Second one is polite. The third one, of course, we have two different ways to say this, but they have the same meaning. We can say intelligent, or we can also say smart. And the last one for the positive category, thoughtful. Thoughtful. If you think of other people and you are a very caring person, you can say you are thoughtful. Of course, if you have any difficulty with these adjectives, you can check in your dictionary for the meaning in your own language. So these are four positive adjectives in the personality or category topic. Let's look at the next category. This is the negative category. Things that are not so good about you or about someone else. The first one is grumpy. Grumpy. The next one is mean. The third one is selfish. And the fourth one, lazy. Lazy, of course, if you don't like to do any work. Again, if you need to check the meaning yourself, feel free to do so in your dictionary. So the positive and the negative categories, we have 4 each. Let's have a look at the neutral category. This category, as I said, not really good and not really bad. So the first word we have is serious. Serious. This is maybe if you don't like to laugh so much, you don't laugh or smile very often, we can say you are serious. The next one is hard working. So again, these can be good, kind of not really good or bad. Perhaps you work too much, or perhaps you enjoy your work. It's not really good, not really bad. Neutral. So serious and hard working, these are neutral adjectives. And the last category here is the idioms and synonyms. So these are very important to sound like a native speaker. So here you can see we have has along with work ethic, has with memory, has with sense of humor, and has short fuse. So with short fuse, perhaps you can see the picture on the bottom of the slide of the bomb. Short fuse means you can become angry very quickly, like a bomb. Okay, so the other idioms and synonyms, as I said, you can check the meaning if you need to. So this is our vocabulary for today. Let's move on to the sentence slide and put them all together to make some sentences. So before we look at the sentences, we'll check the question. What's he like? What's she like? What's John like? What's Mary like? Okay, this is a very straightforward and easy way to ask about someone's character or personality. What's he like? What's she like? The second way you can ask about someone's character is a bit more detailed and a longer structure. How would you describe his personality? How would you describe her personality? Just be careful when we say how would you, we usually say would and you together. Would you? How would you describe his personality? So there are 2 ways you can ask the question. Let's take a look at some examples of the answers. So he's friendly and polite. What's he like? He's friendly and polite. We're using 2 adjectives from the positive category. What's she like? She's grumpy and selfish. 2 adjectives from the negative category. Grumpy and selfish. How would you describe his personality? He's thoughtful but a little grumpy. You can see here we have thoughtful, this is from the positive category, and we also have grumpy from the negative category. Because we have 1 positive, 1 negative, we will use the word but instead of the word and to separate the positive and the negative. He's thoughtful but a little grumpy. How would you describe her personality? She's quite serious and very intelligent. Again, we're using 2 details, 2 adjectives, both from the positive category. And with this example, we're using 2 adverbs as well. So that's a great example. Let's look at the next example. Thomas is very smart, but also quite lazy. Again, we have an adverb, adjective, but, and we have another adverb and another adjective. So we separate the good and the bad using but. Lisa is hardworking and really polite. So these are both good things. So we say and, not but. Let's look at some more detailed answers with some idioms and synonyms. So what's he like? He's thoughtful and has a good memory. He's thoughtful and has a good memory. He can remember a lot of things. He's thoughtful and has a good memory. What's she like? She's intelligent and has a great sense of humor. So remember, we use has along with sense of humor, memory, or work ethic, or short fuse. She's intelligent and has a great sense of humor. So she is funny and likes to have fun. How would you describe Peter's personality? Peter is very grumpy and has a short fuse. Peter is very grumpy and has a short fuse. What's Sarah like? Sarah is lazy, selfish, and has a terrible sense of humor. So 3 very negative things there for Sarah. And the last example for myself or me or I. I have a short fuse, but I'm quite thoughtful. You can see here in the other examples, we said she has a short fuse or has a good memory. For this example, we say I have for myself. I have a short fuse, but I'm quite thoughtful. Of course, a short fuse is a bad thing, and being thoughtful is a good thing. That's why we say but. Just before we move on, you may notice here we use the contraction he's, she's. We do not say he is or she is. No, we will use the contraction he's, she's. So let's move on to our summary for this lesson. Talking about someone's character is a part of everyday conversation. You can try to practice and improve as much as you can. You can talk to your friends or family about this topic very easily. So the best way to sound more fluent and natural is to add as many details together as possible. Add more than one adjective with an adverb and an idiom if possible. This is a great way to show your range of vocabulary and to build more skills and confidence. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button and leave a comment to let us know. So thank you for watching and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye.